that's only a word of caution. Anyway, without further ado, we're now going to take a look at Hugging Face. So this is their main website. They call themselves the AI community, building the future, and there's some truth to that. Generally speaking, Hugging Face hosts 3 types of data. They host models. They have over 300,000 models on their website, including OpenChat 3.5, Stable Diffusion, Intel's new neural chat model. They have Mistral up on here. They have Llama up on here. Every major AI research company keeps their models, if they're publicly available, on Hugging Face. It's the de facto standard place to put your data up online. Then they have Hugging Face Spaces, which are like, you can think of them as little demonstrations of machine learning models. And they have data sets. So if you want to train a new model, they have the information up on here ready for use, and including Wikipedia, keeps all of Wikipedia up on here. I think the data for Mistral might also be up on here. There used to be a model called Books3, a data set called Books3 up on here, which shared many DRM stripped book files, publicly accessible. But regardless, these are the 3 types of data that is typically kept on Hugging Face. And they call themselves the home of machine learning, and it really is in a way. But anyway, we're now going to take a look at spaces, just to get a sense of what Gradio can do, because every single one of these spaces, these machine learning demonstrations, use Gradio under the hood. And we can take a look at a model like, for example, I'm going to look around. Yi, 34 billion, that's a Chinese model, is available on here. Chatbot Arena leaderboard is up on here. AI Comic Factory. Illusion Diffusion, that seems like it's maybe used to produce illusions. Let's go to the next page. Stable Diffusion. Real-time latent consistency model, etc., etc. We're going to be doing something called fast Stable Diffusion. We have this little loading bar. It's loading up Gradio for us. And it looks like fast Stable Diffusion is for making images. So we can type in something like Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and hit generate. This is a pretty decent UI. You have ways to manipulate the various variables. You have buttons for changing the number of sampling steps. You have this little text box for changing the prompt here. Oops. Oh no, the photo went away. Anyway, I can keep explaining. And in general, Gradio allows you to create a very comprehensive web interface with very few lines of code. And here is a picture of Amsterdam, and that's what it looks like. So that's pretty amazing, isn't it? We can also take a look at the files that constitute this app. And this might seem like a lot of code, and it might not be very comprehensible, but it's actually very simple for what the UI looks like, because that's quite a complicated app here. And it's not written in very many lines of code. So to get a better sense of what Gradio is, I've gone to their website. Gradio allows you to build and share delightful machine learning apps. And it's true. It does allow you to create very simple apps. So here's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code. I can type in sil. And the only thing it does is it outputs hello, then my name, and then an exclamation mark. But these 5 lines of code result in these 2 things that talk to each other. And they're pretty reactive, and I can have different buttons for interacting with them. There's also chatbot streaming. So it looks like, hi, you typed hi, how are you doing? So I don't think it's actually talking to a chatbot in the background here, but the point is that it gives us this interface for chatting with a chatbot. And this is the type of code that we'll be using today. So we can go to our documentation. Here's a new demo called Chat Interface, and we'll be taking a look at this to build our very own chatting interface for the agent that we constructed last week.